swimming like dolphins. So today, you all become honorary research assistants, and we're together going to look at what it takes to study these dolphins, as well as their role in the ocean's food web. Now, in order to start any scientific observation, though, you need to be able to find your animals. So to help us today, we've been joined by 3 trainers. We've got Sherry, Lisa, and Alicia coming onto the dock. Give them a big round of applause to welcome. They're going to be a big help because they're going to help introduce us to dolphins in the way that researchers often first spot dolphins out in the wild. Keep those eyes open. Right there. Female dolphin. Pretty impressive. But next up we have Spinnaker coming up right in front of me. Amazing. Spinnaker's our only male dolphin here in the aquarium. Last but not least, making a big splash is spectacular. Well, a leap like that could only come from a dolphin, and you might be surprised to find out that there's actually 44 different types of dolphins and porpoises in the world. 11 of those can be found off British Columbia. So as my research assistants today, your first job is to figure out what kind of dolphins these are. So use those eyeballs and observe. They're very streamlined, they have a very hooked dorsal, and they're black, white, and gray. Now all these things are telling me that we're looking at Pacific white-sided dolphins. Not a clever name, they are found in the Pacific, from California up our coast to Alaska, all the way over to Japan, and they're known for being one of the most social as one of the most acrobatic types of dolphins in the entire world. And we'll get another good look at those acrobatics from Helen right there, and another good look at those acrobatics from Spinnaker. Amazing. Good job, Spin. Now, we're pretty lucky to see dolphins on the coast of BC these days, because about 20 years ago, if you research assistants wanted to find them, you would have had to travel miles out into the open ocean. But mysteriously, huge numbers of them have moved into our coast, and since then, scientists have had their work cut out for them. They're trying to take photos of all the different dolphins to catalog them and identify them. So if you guys are research assistants, grab that scientific piece of equipment, the camera right now, and try and take your own photo for your own dolphin catalog right now. You're not going to get a much better look at Laverne and Hannah there. Great job, you guys. Did you all get a photo? Yeah? Well, it's not so easy usually for researchers. No, they don't get to look at the whole dolphin body. Normally what they're taking photos of is the only part that usually clears the water first and goes down last. It is the dorsal fin. And every single dorsal fin is unique, just like our thumbprints. So if we have a look at the dolphin right in front of me, you'll see a very big dorsal fin that leans over to one side. That's Laverne. Next dorsal fin is mostly white. That's Spinnaker. Beside it is a very, very shark-like dorsal fin. That is Hannah. And finally, a very pointy dorsal fin at the end. That belongs to Helen. So everyone is a little bit different. Cone-like teeth. These teeth are used for grabbing onto little slippery fish and squid, but what they're not used for is chewing. You'll see that our dolphins swallow all their food whole. I'm wondering though, off our coast here, Laverne, Spin, Helen, Hannah, if you were to be lucky and get a salmon, would you be able to swallow that whole? Let's see what they say. No. Well, now, I'm going to be honest, these dolphins are not answering my questions. They don't understand it, but they are showing you how they can rip a nice big salmon into pieces by holding it in their teeth and tossing their head around and then swallow up those smaller chunks. Now, they are good predators. They do eat quite a bit. Our dolphins are in a habitat, a black back and a white belly. And how this works is if you're a predator above a dolphin, you look down, the dolphin's black back blends in with the dark ocean floor. Alternately, if you're looking up at a dolphin, that white belly, the surface that just went splash and the sky above. So a great way to blend in no matter which way the predator is looking. But even with this camouflage, there are still 2 main predators that you have to worry about if you're a dolphin. The first one is big. It's black and white. It lives off our coast as well. Does anybody want to guess what it is? Killer whale! Absolutely. Well, usually for the killer whale, these dolphins are going to use their speed. And you can see Spinnaker's extreme speed around the habitat. They swim 35 kilometers an hour. To escape a transient killer whale, they're also going to use their quick turns, moves, and acrobatics as well. And I think if you have a believing dolphins are definitely proving they are a very acrobatic species. Now the next predator is gray, it has big teeth, and Spielberg made a movie about it. What is it? Shark, absolutely. Trainer's hand. And that rostrum is about as hard as a baseball bat. They use it for punching. So let's have a look with Spinnaker how they might use that rostrum if that basketball was a shark biting it. Good job, Spin. Almost. He's still working on his aim a little bit. Now the other weapon they have is on the other end of their body. It is that very strong tail. And the girls are showing you just how those strong tails can act as a big slap towards those sharks. Definitely good defense. Now, as well as Helen has part of her whole things removed due to these entanglements. So as my research assistant today, you also now have a duty. Your duty is to help protect these animals. And the way you can do this is by making sure our oceans stay clean, recycle your waste, put your garbage where it should be, and participate in our great Canadian shoreline cleanup. Well, we have had a pretty spectacular look at our dolphins. We've seen what not to be outdone. We're going to get a fabulous look at our three females all together, Helen, Hannah, and Laverne. Wonderful. All together. I think we got one more. Here we go. And on behalf of the Dolphins and our trainers, thank you guys so much for coming out today. And you can take this as a bit of goodbye from all of us. And wave goodbye, Dolphin style. Thanks so much. You can give the Dolphins a round of applause at the end. If you do have any questions, come on over and chat with me. My name's Caitlin. I'm more than happy to answer those for you. I'm going to be right over in this corner here, so come on over and chat.
Like they can jump from still.